What a call on AM 570 in L.A. Dave Roberts now at the podium back at Dodger Stadium.
Hi, Dave. Alex Michelson, Fox 11. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You've had a lot of incredible moments in career. How does that compare? And walk us through your mindset. What's going through your mind when you see Freddie's swing?
I mean, it's arguably, might be the greatest baseball moment I've ever witnessed. And I've witnessed some great ones. As the inning started, you're just trying to think about getting Shohei to the plate. And then, once they decided to walk Mookie, I just felt good with Freddie at the plate. And just that swing, you knew it was gone, and just pure elation. And you don't see teams celebrate after a game, a walk-off like that. But I just think it was certainly warranted. And, man, it was a great game before that, but the way it finished, I just couldn't be more excited for our guys.
Dylan?
Obviously, Cole pitched well for them, right? I mean, this probably was unfolding the way they wanted to up to a certain point. For you guys to be able to take this game, how important is that?
It's huge. I think if you looked at the way that we both used our pens, certainly with urgency, rightfully so, and for us to come away with the win was big, and Garrett was good. He was good, and we had a couple opportunities in the middle innings to get a run situationally and weren't able to come through, but we just kept persevering, kept grinding, and created another opportunity in the ninth, and we got the big hit.
Right next to Dylan, Barry.
Dave, in the moment, are you able to appreciate how good a baseball game you were just a part of?
Maybe not in the moment, but after the hit, I really appreciated, how it was. No, I think that it was a well-played baseball game. There was some good pitching, some defense, some good at-bats. The crowd was into it from pitch one, and so it was an old-school baseball game, and gosh, the dramatics of how we finished was pretty spectacular.
And how difficult a decision is it to walk somebody to get to Aaron Judge?
It is. It's never easy, and I think the same thing could be posed to Booney, to walk Mookie to get to Freddie. It's never comfortable, and you just got to sort of believe in your process and, the matchup that you got right there. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Third row on your left, Dave.
Dave, I mean, they get the left-on-left matchup there with the walk, but still Freddie Freeman. Do you think he takes that personal at all?
I think he did, and I think he should. And that's kind of, it's still, obviously a decision that Aaron felt good about. But any player, I've walked guys and it's worked out. I walk them and it doesn't work out, and they should take it personal. They're competitors, and that's the way it should be.
Second row on your right, Dave.
When you saw Freddie legging out that triple earlier in the game, what was going through your mind?
Stop. He was already in scoring position, but he's a baseball player, and it caromed off away from Alex, and so he was smart to get to third base, the extra 90 feet. But I was happy he came out of it upright.
We'll go to the fourth row on the right.
Dave, through the past couple of series, it seems like each guy has a moment that delivers you to the next stage in a big way, and tonight was Freddie's moment. What can you say about what this means for him and the composition of your team that's gotten you to this spot?
I remember talking about in spring training how, each guy has got to want to be the guy at the plate when the game's on the line. Each pitcher has got to want to be the pitcher when the game's on the line. Each defender, fielder has got to want the ball hit to them when the game's on the line. And I think that landed with our guys. And so to your question, there's been a lot of times where guys have made big pitches, got big hits, and Freddie, that last series was ailing, and so for him to come back and pick us up huge tonight, not surprising, but I'm sure it made him feel really good. And you can see the elation, how happy the guys were for him, because the last few weeks has been a grind for him just to get on the field.
First row on your left, Dave. Daniel.
Thank you, Mike. Dave, thoughts on Brewster on that 7th inning after his first outing in a month, facing that tough match?
That's the thing, is that was the bet for us. We're betting on Brewster's heartbeat, the stuff. He hasn't pitched in forever, and put him in a big spot. and threw up a 0 and kept us in the ball game. So he was lights out tonight.
The second row on your left, Dave.
Dave, how fun was going through that decision making today? Because it felt like a chess match today all throughout the game.
Yeah, it was a chess match, and it was a tight game. You just, I didn't have much margin, so we had to kind of keep the game close. So you're trying to, use the right guys and appreciate that there's more baseball to be played. So it was fun now that I look back at it, but in the moment, you're just really trying to kind of play chess, I guess.
Barry up front here.
Hey, Duck, you incessantly see the clip of Kirk Gibson's homer here. How does it compare when you look at that?
So, yeah, I mean, that's iconic. I think that, we win 3 more games, that's going to be right up there with it.
Well, it was game 1 too, right?
Yeah, everything was the same outside of the fist pumps, yeah.
So, where were you?
I don't recall. That was a long time ago. I was, probably on a football field at that point in time.
Go to the third row on your right, Dave.
Dave, with Freddie's intent to play 162, with what happened to his finger, with his son, with the ankle, the totality of all of it, how much do you root for Freddie in that situation? And as a human, just how good did that feel?
The game honors you, and when you do things the right way, you play the right way, you're a good teammate. I just believe that the game honors you, and tonight Freddie was honored. So it's been a trying year for him, but to his credit, he's found a way to kind of keep moving forward for his teammates and post, and so couldn't be happier.
To 2 last ones.
Dave Roberts said that was the greatest moment he's ever been a part of. I don't know if he forgot about they were down 0-3 in the ALCS in 2004. It's the greatest comeback in sports history. I don't know. I mean, maybe he just forgot about that. I don't know. He stole second, and Bill Miller hit it up the middle. All right, I'm not going to keep going into that. This is wild, right? A walk-off grand slam to win it. Hey, at least it didn't go 18 innings. We'd be here till 5 in the morning. At least we can wrap this up and head on home for game 2, because that's what we're looking forward to. Coming up, back out to Dodger Stadium, we'll have a live report on the field where the Dodgers just walked it off.